everyone. I am back once again with another Elder Scrolls game. You all saw words are hard. You all saw Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind yesterday, and today you are about to see Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, where we are also doing all of the main quests. But we're not doing all of the main quests with glitches like I did yesterday. No, this is actually glitchless main quest. Now, I am going to break some bad news to you all early. Some of you might be familiar with horse tilts. You might have seen that in any percent runs. Well, horse tilts are a glitch, and this is glitchless main quest, so unfortunately, no horse tilts today. I'm sorry. Just, horse tilts are a glitch, and we're doing glitchless main quest. But that doesn't mean we aren't going to see some horse shenanigans. There will be things involving horses during this run. It just won't be horse tilts. Now, that being said, I will not be traversing through the lands of Skyrim alone. I do have a couple of folks here with me to just kind of vibe and watch all this unfold. BD, you want to introduce yourself first?
Hi, everybody. I'm BD. I'm here to, as mentioned, vibe and to have an existential crisis on what counts as a glitch and what doesn't.
And Big Law, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I am Big Law. I was here earlier helping out Bystander Tim with his commentary, and I'm here alongside BD to help Daredevil with his. And it's really a hot debate as to what is a glitch, what is a glitch, what is a glitchless, what is a glitchless. We'll find out, but this run should be primarily glitchless, so...
Yeah, primarily glitchless. I will elaborate more on this dilemma we have here as we get to various things throughout the run. And then, of course, Shout, you've already introduced yourself, but... Shout is still here to vibe with us, and of course to host and read donations. And with that,
pleasure as always.
Yeah, of course. Awesome to have you here, Shout.
Before we do get in, sorry, MD, there is somewhere that you are a little bit on the quiet side. Do you think you could?
I will just turn up this knob a bit. My audio looks good on my end. That's about where I want to be. But hopefully our tech crew can move some levers and knobs and make things sound great if that is indeed where things are happening in our pipeline. Our pipeline is very complicated. There is so much tech going on. Anyway, with that, let's just get into the run. Time will start a few seconds after I press this button when I get full character control. So let's just get into it. You can start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And right off the bat, we have another hard glitch, not as hard as guard skip, but I am going to quick save just in case I embarrass myself and don't get it. And it looks like I did get it. Alright. And that was jumping on top of Alduin to get pretty much out of bounds here. There are invisible walls all over Helgen that make you go through a long tutorial sequence. We just skipped all of that. So we're just going to head straight into the tutorial cavern here. Now I'm going to introduce a concept called bumping, where I just bump into an NPC and it skips their dialogue. Now, skipping a single line of dialogue is not much, but when you consider how much dialogue there is over the course of like an hour and 40 minutes, that actually adds up to a ton over the course of the run. With that, we're just going to move through here. I am going to map a couple spells. Those will be useful in a bit. Just move down that lever. We are supposed to fight a couple of Stormcloaks there. I'm just going to run past them and just run down the staircase. Now, running and jumping is kind of weird in Skyrim. I did actually get the jump down the stairs. That's great. Another jump that skips a stagger. There's a barrel over here that has some potions I'm going to grab for safety. Just run past those Stormcloaks and down this hallway. Now, you have been seeing me kind of cycle back and forth between running and walking and jumping and all that stuff. All of that has to do with stamina management. Stamina management is actually extremely important throughout this entire run, and a lot of the routing that has been done to Glitchless main quest has to do with stamina conservation. Even some things that might not seem on the surface like we are conserving stamina, we actually might be conserving stamina in kind of a roundabout way. Like right now I'm jumping, so I can raise my stamina here. Back there you saw me get some gold from a mage as well as some lockpicks. Those lockpicks will come in handy a little bit later on in the run. We are going to be fairly tight for gold at the beginning. Gonna jump into this bridge to make it all faster. So grabbing all the gold I can get is going to be very important as we're going through these tutorial caves. Just some more jumping on the
as
rocks.
we're going through,
Go ahead.
Sorry, as we're going through here, Shout did make a call for some real true Skyrim facts in the chat with your donations. And a real Skyrim fact is that there are no such thing as bears in Skyrim. You will not see any bears in this run whatsoever. There are no bears
Nope, no
at
bears.
all.
That
No
is a
bears.
completely
Is
accurate
that like an
fact.
actual
No bears
true fact,
whatsoever.
or are you just messing with me here?
There are
All
no
I can
bears
say is that's
at
definitely
all.
not a bear over there.
What?
Definitely not.
Nope.
No, it's not. You're good.
Nope,
I
no
saw
bears.
nothing.
That is a big, fluffy dog.
Exactly.
Aw.
It's friend shaped.
But where's
Hey,
the pet the dog
exactly.
incentive then?
Anyway,
Not our
I don't
dog to
think there's petting. I don't think there's petting in Skyrim unless you like get a DLC or something. We don't enable the DLC because that actually does glitch and soft lock the opening.
Okay, no bears and no petting. Got it.
Exactly. Anyway, so we are now out of Tutorial Cave, and we are on our way to Whiterun. But on our way to Whiterun, we are actually going to be taking a quick stop by Riverwood. Now, right now you see kind of the initial movement loop. There's a fox. That fox is friend-shaped. Can't pet that either, sadly. Yes, I am just jumping down the cliff. Don't worry about it. I can handle that. Gonna rest there. Now, down here we have a waterfall and some rocks. Those do troll me fairly often, so I'm gonna quick save there. Jump across the top of this waterfall.
Very nice.
Oh, the rocks trolled me again. Okay, there we go.
ah,
So this is the main movement loop where I just run until I run out of stamina. I then wait an hour, and then I just run some more. That's our initial movement loop for this run. We are going to be building on that movement loop as we go on throughout the run. I do have to be fairly careful and make sure that I let go of the sprint key, because if I'm holding down the sprint key when I wait for an hour, then the game does what I like to call a fake wait, where I actually don't regain my stamina after that hour. It's very likely we're going to get a couple of fake waits throughout this run. There's a couple points where I get like nervous and anxious and just have a habit of forgetting to let go of the sprint button. So hopefully I won't get those, but I probably will, because this is a marathon run, and marathon runs are anxiety-inducing, as we all know.
yeah. John Skyrim has a fantastic fitness regimen right here for running and
Absolutely.
then waiting an hour and then running some more. I should follow
Yeah.
this advice.
Great stamina, yeah. No, it's this... John Skyrim here can run for miles.
Also, talking about John Skyrim, if I'm not mistaken, we are playing as a high elf in this one,
Yes,
correct?
we are indeed, plays a high elf. The reason why is, believe it or not, I'm going to take care of this wolf here. That wolf is not nice. It's going to prevent me from waiting. Anyway,
You
yes,
kind of pet the wolf there a little bit, didn't you?
I kind of did. I got very close to
You
that
did.
wolf.
You put your hands out.
Yeah. So high elves are ever so slightly taller than all the other races in Skyrim, and believe it or not, your character's speed is ever so slightly influenced by the size of your character model. And so a high elf moves ever so slightly faster throughout the run. And again, these things add up. Anyway, somewhere around here is a guard. You are right there. I'm going to try and pickpocket this guard's bow, and this guard says take me to jail because stealing is a crime, as we learned in Morrowind. And the reason why we committed this crime is just so we could get the palace waypoint there and fast travel to it. Because otherwise, we'd have to like go through a whole sequence and like run through all of Whiterun, and it's big and epic and stuff. We just skipped all that.
Where do you want to go?
So next we are going to travel to Windhelm, and that is going to start our horse shenanigans. So I hope you are all excited for that.
Oldest city in Skyrim by some account.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get to be berated for not getting to the Cloud District very often, but getting to Dragon's Reach fast is pretty important.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so gonna be in the corner here, and I'm just gonna get on the horse. And don't worry, Horsekeeper doesn't mind. We're just gonna borrow it for a while.
Thanks.
So now we have made it to Riverwood, but we are actually not going to go to Riverwood. Instead, we're going to ride off to the side, and I'm going to talk about horses for a bit. As some of you might know, horses in Skyrim are extremely overpowered, even when you are playing this game casually. You see this mountain here? Well, we're about to climb it. On a horse. I'm going to head over here to this specific crevice. I'm just going to run at it, and if I got my position good, which I did not. Come on. There we go. This might be a slow horse, which is a bit of RNG. Come on. There we go.
So, seeing as that you're doing this in a glitchless run, I can only assume that this is how God intended you to ride a horse.
Exactly. This is
Yes.
how our god, Todd Howard, intended me to ride a horse.
Yeah, if
Yeah, it
the
looks like we
horse
did get a
wasn't
slow
meant to
horse
do
here.
this,
Go ahead.
yeah, if the horse wasn't meant to do this, its legs wouldn't be wiggling around all wild-like. Like, this is totally
Exactly.
normal horse behavior.
Exactly how Todd Howard intended. Now, this is a bit of RNG. I can get a fast horse or a slow horse, but we got some marathon luck here. I got a slow horse. It happens. Now, this is part of our dilemma as to what's a glitch and what's not, because the thing is that this is just so easy to do during casual play that we don't really consider this against the rules for Glitchless Main Quest. We just say, you know what, you're going to do this casually during the game, so we'll just allow it. Oh, that's... Alright. This is not supposed to happen here, actually. You might actually see that later on. But that's if I get unlucky. That is a genuine that's never happened before. I'm gonna add that to the counter. That has
There
never
we go.
happened before.
Speaking of things that never happened before, Shout, you got something for us?
Yeah, I was just watching that total go up. Y'all, we are now officially past $5,000
Let's
raised
go!
for Transgender Law Center.
Absolutely go.
$1,095, and we are still going. Please, y'all, keep it coming.
Yes.
Exclamation point donate in the chat to get that link.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
That is so awesome.
So anyway, we just rode a horse to High Hrothgar. This horse is a slow horse, so hopefully this actually works. I think we're gonna get it, though.
No Shadowmere, but
Yeah. This is definitely not the god of horses. Okay, we're good. So yes, we just rode a horse to High Hrothgar. And now
As
we
God
are...
intended.
As God intended. And now we're gonna keep going.
thank you, God Howard.
Yes, thank you. God Howard, I've never heard that one before. Come on, horse. You can do it.
Everyone in chat, please be sure
There
to
we
thank
go.
Todd Howard for this.
So this is
I need
more
to start
where this is
actually
more
writing
likely to
down the
happen.
floor notes.
Oh,
Now we're
Again,
cooking.
very normal horse behavior.
What?
Oh,
Don't horses need to move their
okay.
legs?
Nope.
No,
not in Skyrim.
of course not.
Oh, okay. No, my bad, clearly.
Have you never seen a horse before, Shout? Come on.
You know, I thought I had, but I have missed some vital details, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean,
Clearly,
this
you
is
saw
a horse.
you-
This looks like a horse.
yeah,
Yep,
you
it's a
saw a
horse.
long dog before.
Yep. So anyway, we have now made it to the throne of the world. We just rode a horse here. And now that we have done that, we are going to head all the way back down the mountain. And we are going to head to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now, as those of you who play this game casually might remember, there is a fetch quest item we need to get in Bleak Falls Barrow. And so we're just going to go do that now early on, so we can skip a whole bunch of dialogue and back and forth and other things. Not fans of backtracking.
Yeah, not great for speedruns.
Nope. Anyway, that's all we need the horse for. Everyone say bye to the horse. We're just going to leave it
Bye,
forever.
horse.
Bye,
Bye,
horse.
Bye, horse. Gonna wait a bit here. That's a common spot for me to get fake weights, but it looks like I got a real one. That's good. And now we're just gonna run through this whole dungeon. There are some bandits in here. Don't worry about them. They're too slow. We're speedrunners. Now, like I said, stamina conservation is extremely important. There is a specific spot where I want to run out of stamina. It's right here. Perfect. There might be a health potion there, and nope, it's stamina. Actually not going to grab that because that's slower than just managing stamina good. Down here we have a very, very common puzzle type where you have to move pillars around. This solution is always the same. You just have to do things in that order. Down here we got a couple skeevers. If I leave them alive, they might mess up a weight later, so I'm just going to take care of them here. Goodbye. Grab those scrolls, very important for much later on. As you can see, things are very, very important for much later on throughout this entire run. In here we have a giant spider, and also there was a floating hand there, that's fun. Anyway, this is Arvel the Swift. He has an item we need to go through the dungeon. I did get hit by the spider there. That is unfortunate because you can see that drains all my stamina. And like I said, stamina conservation, very important. Now here we have the Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
anyway, here we are on to the rest of the dungeon. We have some swinging axes there. Probably going to get hit because I'm moving kind of slow there. Now we're on to jumping. There are Draugr here. Don't worry about them. They're too slow. Coming up here is another very common spot for me to get fake weights. I got it a bunch in practice. Oh, and I didn't even get the weight at all. Thanks, game. I did need the gold from that chest, so I had to grab that there. Luckily, there is another weight I can get right up here.
So, how many hours are in a day in Skyrim?
Allegedly 24.
So, has anyone done the math as to how long in-game this run takes if you add in all the hours of waiting you do?
I don't think so, but I think there might be a way to find out, actually.
Yeah, I think there's a statistic for like how much time has passed in game.
Yeah,
so
exactly. I don't know where it is off the top of my
at
head.
the end.
Yeah, if
I
someone
think
can
there's just like a
remember
general
offhand.
statistics tab. But
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll note that.
It's been a while since I've seen that statistics tab. Anyway, another place for fake weights commonly there, but looks like I got another real one. This jump oftentimes gets messed up. We got it. And now we have another puzzle. So here we have the Golden Claw puzzle. Now, very, very easy. All you have to do is move all these wheels twice. You can do this casually at home. You probably did if you've ever played this game. Jump over that.
I'll admit
there,
I
save
brute-
for the time.
I was gonna say, I admit I brute forced that one at least once when I was younger. Now it's gonna be isn't it Draugr Deathlord at this point, or
Yep, this is
it gonna
Draugr
be
Deathlord. Or,
Oh.
well, Draugr something or other. But yeah, it's a boss battle.
Overlord? Yeah.
It's whatever. Overlord, yep.
Yep.
Anyway, did you know that if you spam fire, it actually makes things go better? And he's down.
Huh.
That was quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have an initial burst of damage whenever you first inflict the flame effect. Whenever you do use the flame spell, so just rapidly flashing that on your enemies will just melt them.
Yep. You can try that at home if you want. It's very easy. In fact, most of the things and most of the strats I'm going to be doing in this run are pretty easy, and I would definitely encourage folks to check out this run. We do have like lots of guides on speedrun.com, on Discord. Anyway, now that we have gotten the Dragonstone, which was the fetch quest item from Bleak Falls Barrow, we can head into High Hrothgar, and... Not High Hrothgar, that's much
Oh.
later. We can head...
Hello.
We can talk to the Jarl.
Oh my!
Hi,
Oh
friend.
my!
Oh, hello!
Big raid! Big raid!
I just think very carefully about your next move. So you
They're
Anyway,
here!
I'm going to try to talk to the Jarl, and I'm just going to catch a few folks on fire here. And we're just going to pay some gold. And what I just did here was I skipped a whole bunch of dialogue there. And so one of the first things the Jarl is going to tell me for catching all of his folks on fire is well done. And we just skipped a whole long dialogue sequence. Anyway, welcome everyone from the Games Done Quick raid. Or should I say, bienvenue. We're just playing some Skyrim here. Somewhat fast.
Well,
Yes, bienvenue à Speed4, everybody. We are raising money for Transgender Law Center, and right now we have MD running some Skyrim, as y'all can see.
It seems this spells and incantations.
So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sell all of my clothing for some gold. Actually, did not want to sell that. Hold on. Gonna buy that back. Also going to buy a book. Can I buy this? Am I allowed to buy this? Oh, I do not have enough gold. Actually, so... Let's see if I have any saves I can load, because I do need to actually buy that book. That's going to be very important for leveling up in a bit. Okay.
I
think I found someone who can
Do this dialogue sequence again really quickly.
Straight to the. Be careful. Ah.
Alright, turn that
the
in
dragon
there.
stone, You'll have to see. It seems this. So,
Alright, let's do that again, and hopefully not sell something I need to keep. There we go. Buy the book there. Going to pickpocket a guard because that's actually faster to travel outside.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop. Smart.
And now with that, we are going to go fight a dragon. So what has essentially happened is we talked to the Jarl. He said, well done, this whole dragon thing is a big problem. Let's send my guards out to Riverwood. Well, they have just gotten word that there is another dragon hanging out around the Western Watchtower, and so the Jarl is currently tasking us with going to get it, and there's the quest. We, of course, weren't there to receive that quest, we just kind of know about it. But we're on our way there anyway. And so we're going to go take care
We're
of it.
still not wearing pants.
Exactly, we are not wearing pants or a shirt or anything like that. And we are going to be in that state for a while. Yep, totally normal, especially in this game.
It's okay. We have a loincloth.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
it's fireproof.
You know what? I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I actually want to fight a dragon. Dragons are scary, so I'm just going to head very, very far away from here. Let's go to Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
In
It's a
those
very
clothes?
rational response.
Yep, exactly, like these clothes. Yeah, we're going to go to Winterhold. It's very, very cold and snowy there. We're not going to wear anything, but that'll be fine. Actually, you know what? It is kind of cold here. Let's just head back to the Western Watchtower.
Good call.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Okay, so what just happened there was what was supposed to happen was a very, very long cutscene where like this dragon flies over the mountain and epic things happen. Okay, good, it did land. That's good RNG there. I did get one-handed weapons, which are kind of dicey and make things a little bit difficult. But this should hopefully be manageable as long as the guards are distracting Mirror here a bit. Anyway, we basically just performed the cutscene skip. Oh, nope, you've just flown off. Alright, that's unfortunate. But we also did need to get Winterhold as a fast travel point for a bit later on. Please land. Please land. No, don't breathe fire. Please land. I do not have a bow. I cannot take care of you while you're flying around.
You
There
took
we
that
go.
fire like a champ, though. Wow.
Yeah. No, that,
It's all in the loincloth.
exactly. I don't need pants. I can just handle this. Oops. There we go. Okay. Gonna quickly loot Mirmoli here. And then we're going to head back to the stables, because we have a number of other fast travel points we need to go to. The first place we are going to go is Markarth, very, very important for going to later on.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
There are 4 different fast travel points we gotta go to.
Some say it was built by the dwarves.
Oh yes, as a native Minnesotan, I can indeed say that when you're in March, this is exactly what you wear when you're in Minnesota.
Traveling in. Where do you want to go?
So next we're gonna head to
Climb and back,
Riften.
and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
Alright, after Riften, we are going to
Where do you
head
want
to
to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you'll.
And while we're in Solitude, we are going to hear a very, very loud shout. That is the Greybeards yelling at me. They noticed that I absorbed the dragon's soul back there,
Where do you want to go?
and so they've said, hey, you should hang out with us a bit.
And we'll be off.
And so
Oh, I
we're
thought
going
you
to
were
do
talking
that
about me
as
for a
soon
minute.
as we head to Morthal.
There once was a hero named Ragnar. Red who came riding to right run from all.
No, we should mod shout into Skyrim. You're correct.
Yes,
Yes, we should.
we already have shouts. We should just do game and shout.
I don't know if anyone really wants that, but sure.
It'll be fine. Anyway, here's the Greybeards. Going to equip my shout there. Gonna get inside. Wait a bit for the Greybeards to get in position, and then just yell at Arngeir in his face. And they're going to see a bit more bumping here. For those of you who came in with Games Done Quick and might have missed it, bumping basically just saves a ton of time during the run, especially with all the dialogue.
Wind, sky, God. Without all
Yeah,
shouts
don't
are
recommend
made
doing
up.
this one in real life. It won't
Master
yield as many
Hancock
good
will now
results.
teach you roll. Roll
Going to head outside. No.
the dragon tongue.
It will get people to stop talking to you, though.
Yep, it will very much get everyone to stop talking to you, unless they have more dialogue, in which case... Yep, so we did head outside. Now, I am going to use that bound sword that I got. Going to learn that. Then I'm going to equip it and also favorite it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to absorb this. I think I might have left High Hrothgar too early. It happens.
We do have the gift. But learning
Alright,
the
so
word of power
I have to get to level
well,
3.
that is how the rest of us
And the way we're going to do that is by leveling up our
As part
one-handed
of
skill.
your
And don't worry, the
education,
Greybeards won't mind if I just kind of level up my one-handed skill while I'm here.
his understanding
Now, I do have to be very careful because if I hit them 3 times, then they are going to aggro on me if I don't wait for a bit. So I do have to very carefully manage how I do this.
use your
You.
well,
Do my you. And a third. Now we're going to go here so we can head right outside as soon as that appears. Actually, I'm going to bump our gear one more time.
you learn.
Okay. Now we can go up here. And we have done it. I didn't actually go to Arngir in that second Greybeard because it is easy to accidentally aggro him if you grab them a second time.
We will now see how Master Bori will teach you wood, which means
Wait for it to hit the ground. There we go. Head back inside. And back outside. What happened before was that the word just didn't disappear. That is a glitch that happens on occasion. Not my fault, so we count it.
Master
They're so chill.
Exactly, they don't mind.
I'm very impressed by their ability to just let you stab them.
No, the Greybeards are
not
extremely meditative.
Master Bori.
Like, they're extremely chill. They just meditate. They're fine. They're good people.
Your turn. Stand.
And then quickly equipped Whirlwind Sprint as we demonstrate it. There we go. We are done with the Greybeards.
Your quick master. You are
For now.
For now. Now, with that, we are going to head to Ustengrau, because the Greybeards gave me a quest to go get the Horn of Jürgen Windcaller, which is nearby, and so we're going to go grab that. And now you're going to see kind of an enhanced version of my movement loop, because we just got Whirlwind Sprint, and Whirlwind Sprint, I'm going to mess it up so often, is so much faster than running. And so we're just going to use Whirlwind Sprint. Gonna aim a bit so I can go around trees and rocks here, and then we're just gonna Whirlwind Sprint. We're gonna wait again, and then we're going to sprint again. So if you're wondering how long this run takes in terms of calendar days, well, this is where we burn up a whole bunch of those. Now, there is a bit of RNG here that can happen where there's a dragon that flies around. I think I might be in the clear, because if that dragon does show up, then I can't wait, and I do have to run, and that loses a bit of time.
I will say that you doing a very focused, very sudden sprint followed by an hour of rest might be the most relatable thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Oh my god!
I know,
was
right?
about to say that.
I'm telling you, it's the workout routine.
Yep. The Dovahkiin's very, very much in shape. Alright, there's a bunch of Necromancers. All you have to do is kill this one, and the other two just kind of disappear. Or the other folks, there's someone just kind of disappear. Alright, welcome to Ustengrav. Ustengrav is a fairly large dungeon, but if you know exactly where to go and know the fast speed strats, it's actually not that long after all. We are able to wait in here because these folks aren't aggroed yet. Now, a fun thing that's going on is the Necromancers in here are fighting the Draugr because they're not very good, actually, and things have kind of gone wrong. And it's a 50-50 shot whether the Draugr or the Necromancers win. So, we'll get to see. See if you can flip a coin and figure out which one's going to win. Anyway, we're about to skip a good chunk of the dungeon here. Go here, quick save, and then just do that. And first try, excellent.
Nice.
Very nice.
Now I have to spam the wait key here because I do want to get a wait. Didn't get it, unfortunate. That's a bit of RNG there. Because right now there's like 5 Draugr following me. And so, you know, can't really wait if they have gone past the window. Alright, this here is basically what's gating you from getting to the end. You can only get through that with Whirlwind Sprint. So if I can wait there, excellent. I do have to equip Flames. I did not favorite that. That was very foolish of me. Because we do have a couple spiders coming up. These spiders pretty much always take away my stamina. So you're going to see me get webbed there, yep. And in here we have the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our fetch quest item. But actually we don't. Instead we have this mysterious note here. Oh, bad RNG there with me getting a spider again. Now what that note said is, guess what? I took the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Meet me in Riverwood. And so we're going to go do that in a bit. First we have some other things to do.
Yeah, I gotta go to a bit of a chilly place once more. Put our loincloth to good use.
Yeah, our loincloth of warmth, I guess. Or cold
Hey,
resistance.
gets the job done.
It sure
It's
does.
the loincloth of it's the loincloth of elemental protection.
Yes. Gonna grab that for safety. Now we're just gonna run out. And let's see who won. Looks like
And
no one
survey
won.
says
Huh.
everybody
That's pretty
loses.
rare. Everyone lost.
This is honestly a true lesson in violence in that nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Exactly. Alright, so now we're going to head to Winterhold. And what we're going to do in Winterhold is we're going to pickpocket a guard and... Oh, it's a courier. Yeah, this has pretty often happened here. Couriers interrupt you in speedruns too. So I'm going to pickpocket a guard and... Let's say I'm going to pickpocket the shield. And we're going to have that guard take me to jail. Now in jail we are going to pickpocket the lock here. This is another bit of RNG in the run. Nice. That was very, very good. Alright. Because it just so happens that the jail of Winterhold is actually very, very close to an objective I'm heading to, which is right in that cave over there. You may remember that there is a very, very long fetch quest for an Elder Scroll, but in order to be able to get access to that Elder Scroll, you need to go to the mages, or the College of Winterhold, you need to talk to the mages there, and then you need to eventually talk to Septimus. Well, we're just going to go Septimus right away.
And we're gonna be going for a pickpocket up here. It's gonna be a bit of RNG, but hopefully the MD gets it first try.
Yep, hopefully. It is just pure RNG. There's nothing you can really do to fix that. It's a bit off course there. Here we go. Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully nothing goes wrong with this courier. Alright, so again, bit of an RNG here. Let's see how many tries it takes. Not the first.
Hey, not too. Oh,
Nope.
Never mind.
3 tries. Alright.
Not too bad.
No, not too bad. I have gotten stuck here like over 10 tries. And sometimes I've gotten it first try. So it really is pure RNG. Alright. So now we're going to head to Riverwood and meet with the person who took the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller.
So nice of them to leave a note.
I know, right? They told you exactly what they plan to do. So what we're going to do here...
Now.
I'm the attic room.
Okay, you were done with your dialogue. So we just said to rent the attic room in an inn that doesn't really have an attic. So what's going on?
I think you're. We need to talk.
Well, it turns out that this person right here stole the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, and so we're going to head to their secret hideout, and they're going to explain everything they just did.
Now we can talk.
So this is Delphine. Delphine is a member of the Blades.
Surprise.
The Blades have
I guess
basically
you can't be too
been
careful.
waiting for the Dragonborn, which is what we are, which is why we can absorb dragons.
Like I said, I'm part of a.
But they've
if
kind
you
of
really
gone
are
into
a
hiding
Dragonborn.
because
If you
lots
don't
of folks
trust me,
want
you were a
to
fool. We remember. You're
are
the
basically
only
persecuting them,
one.
want to capture them.
Can you devour? Good, and you'll have a chance.
Doing
to
some
prove
genuine
it.
things here while
Dragons aren't-
trying to
they
talk at the
weren't
same
gone.
time.
Now something's happening to bring them back.
We can just blame the Thalmor, right?
Yeah, exactly. We can just blame the Thalmor. We're going to do
Always.
plenty of that.
I need to get into my traveling gear.
Gonna take all the stuff for safety. Delphine doesn't mind. We can just take all Delphine's stuff. I'm
It's
also going to
free.
steal a
You can just
lot
take
of
it.
wine here.
Lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Let's get on the road.
All this wine is going to be very, very useful near the end of the run, so I'm going to take all the wine I can find. Also gonna take
we
some
have no
cheese.
pants but several gallons of wine.
Exactly.
And several pounds of cheese.
Oh,
Yep.
perfect.
This
It's
is
a
just
party.
priorities. This is just priorities. Let's be real.
Trust me, Delphine, I really need this.
Yeah. But- Delphine, look, it's okay. We need this to defeat the dragons, alright?
My workout routine is very carb intensive. You don't understand.
Yeah. Well, very.
I run for 100 feet and then I need to break for an hour and eat a pound of cheese.
Yes.
Same.
Delphine's like, oh, is this really the Dragonborn? Is it really you? Really? Well, yeah. In fact, we're about to prove to Delphine that this naked dude who drinks all the cheese, or drinks all the wine, eats all the cheese, is indeed who they say they are. That is where I want to be. Okay. Now, there is another bit of really bad RNG that can happen here where some bugs show up, so hopefully that doesn't happen. There's also a bit of good RNG that can happen here where I find an Amulet of Talos on some of these dead bodies here. Not on that one. You have one. Nope, it's a very rare chance, but it will make part of the run a whole lot easier. Nope, no good luck here. Alright. Yeah, Trinidad, you know what's up. Let's... Actually, I had this favorited, didn't I? Okay. So this does get a little bit dicey because, again, one-handed weapons. But hopefully Delphine's going to distract Selipnir here, and so that will make things easier for me. Now you are seeing that I am trying to fight this dragon off to the side here. The reason why is because this dragon can't damage me as easily if I am like right in this spot here. It's very precise and I don't always get it, but it does work pretty well if you do.
Nice.
Nice. Gonna grab the gold from Selipnir here, get a little bit of practice on Delphine. She's chill like the Greybeards are.
She's chill like that.
So
Yep.
you really are.
And then once we absorb that dragon soul, we have proven that this person here, are indeed the Dragonborn. And Delphine's gonna tell us basically everything I explained to him when I was trying to dialogue.
I owe you some.
Got
Go
a bit
ahead.
more dialogue
Whatever
here.
you want to know. I'm one of the for the last. Now that dragons are coming back, the first thing, the Thalmor are our best. Nothing saw the Empire.
Talking about the
and now
Thalmor again.
Who else gains from that? If we problem is that place is locked. I'm not. Meet me back. Keep an eye on the sky.
The Stormcloak is like, this dragon was this big.
It was this big.
Dragons. It's just like
And
the
everyone
alien
was
guy.
like,
Dragons.
What's in there? If you weren't there, you don't get it.
yeah.
Yeah, Frodnar, we know.
That
He
kid
did
knows
notice.
what's up.
I figured out how we're going to get you. That would be a bad idea.
This is one
Thalmor-
kid.
That kid.
His name-
That was
I'll get word.
beautiful
You're
right there.
doing-
Nobody else
meet me
is
at the
bothered by
solitary
this.
stable.
No,
You're going to-
just that one kid.
I don't think
Oh,
you'll
whoops, I'm
follow.
indoors.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Some-
I would say that's never happened before, but it has. So, man, I'm laughing so hard. We're about to get into one of the dicier parts of the run here. So we did not get an Amulet of Talos, but we do need one. It's actually very, very important for the routing. Oh, there we are, in all of our glory. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, there we go. So this guard's going to take us right to where we need to go. And I am going to quick save here, because like I said, this gets very, very dicey. So we need to get an Amulet of Talos. It just so happens that there is one nearby, but we need to do some things to get it. We need to catch this person on fire. We need to meet with Malborn, who is about to smuggle a whole bunch of stuff into the Thalmor Embassy for us, where we're headed next.
Really? Here's the deal. Don't plan on...
See, Malborn's the second person who's like, really? It's you, the hero, who's gonna sneak into the embassy? Alright, so I'm gonna give you that.
Don't worry.
Gonna give you all of this. Both those scrolls of fireball. I'm going to give you all of the wine and cheese I stole. Malborn's just gonna carry this somewhere. And also a whole bunch of gold. That should be good. That's all we need to give Malborn to sneak into the embassy. Hopefully. Alright, so what happened is we had someone here who was supposed to be executed, and he has an Amulet of Talos on him because he is a traitor. He was actually guilty of the crimes that he was supposed to be executed for. Now, normally, once he gets executed, in the cutscene way, you actually can't get the Amulet of Talos, but because we caused some chaos, he was executed a different way off-screen, and so because of that, we can actually get the Amulet from him. And so because of that, we are going to now equip that amulet, and we are going to equip our party clothes. We are no longer naked.
I guess that ready to board the carriage.
But underneath it all, the elemental loincloth is still there.
And it is still protecting
Exactly.
us.
The loincloth is still there. It's just in our hearts.
And on our butts.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Thalmor Inn. Thank you, sir.
Alright, so here we are at the Thalmor Embassy. Now, Delphi thinks the Thalmor may have some intelligence on like what's going on with the dragons. Oh, by the way, our name is Trans Rights. Pleased to meet you.
Please. Madam, what is it, Malborn?
Gonna do some bumping here of Malborn.
It's just. Do I have your permission to
Take that. Malborn doesn't mind. Neither does Ellen Wen. I'm gonna tell Malborn we are ready to sneak into the rest of the embassy.
Both live through this day. Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be.
And then we have someone very important come through the door. And what we're going to do with him is we're going to give him the drink we just took. And after that, he is going to cause a scene. And with that, we can slip away from the party and infiltrate the rest of the Thalmor Embassy.
He was too ready to do that.
Exactly. He was like, yeah, I'm going to cause a scene. Rosaline's great.
You want me to flip some tables? Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. All right, we have some wine here. We have to steal the Thalmor's wine too. It'll all make sense later. All of our items are in here. And now we're in the embassy. Now, the Thalmor don't like us sneaking into the embassy, even though we are a high elf. So we have to be very, very careful. Probably one of the hardest parts of the whole run is coming up, and that is the basement of the embassy. See, there are some extremely tight spaces, and I have to get through those doorways without being killed. And that's very, very difficult to do. So hopefully I don't get any bad RNG here. Okay, we're good so far. I'm going to kite everyone downstairs so they don't block the doorway. You are in my way. We're going to grab that dossier there. Okay, I'll come over here. That's good. Hopefully the mage up there isn't blocking the doorway. I'm going to quick save now. And as soon as I read that dossier I picked up below, there are a few folks who are going to spawn in. I am going to equip these scrolls of Fireball, and fingers crossed they kill everyone before I die. Okay, good. And you had the trapdoor key. That's good. Okay, good. You also went backwards. We're not completely out of the woods yet, but we are very close. Okay, we are good. That is the diciest part of the run taken care of.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Just about as well as it could have.
Yeah, that went extremely well. There is a bit of RNG here that can happen. So hopefully we do get fast travel to Riften. We are good.
Nice.
Okay, nice. That could not have gone better.
Y'all, give it up for MD. That was really hard.
Absolutely.
You have committed crimes.
Anyway, so now that we're here in Riften, we are going to skip the whole, like, ransom thing you're supposed to do. We're just going to head straight to the palace by committing crimes. And we're going to go through the Ratway. Now, if I was, like, a world record tier speedrunner, then I could create a shortcut by committing war crimes, and then the guards would just, like, warp us out of here. I am not that good, so I do have to take the long way out of here with that. Now, something that... Oh, whoops. It's very rare I missed that jump. I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to focus on things.
Skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
So I was about to explain the spec here. There we go. Alright, so you may remember that we got some one-handed practice on the Greybeards. Well, we do have to become level 3 very, very shortly. And it looks like I'm very close to level 3. All I should have to do is just summon another bound sword. And we should be good to go. There we are.
If not mistaken, there's also a skill book on the table right there.
There might have been, but it's slow, and so we don't grab it. Okay, I didn't get the level up, I don't think. But I actually might get some target practice on the Thalmor when I'm on my way out of here. Anyway, we are now at Esbern. Esbern is another Blades agent who is in hiding from the Thalmor. The Thalmor have just found him, and so we're going to try and smuggle him out of here.
Go away! What? No, that... Oh, how reassuring. What? You'd better come
So this is a long cutscene while Esbern unlocks the door, so shout if you got any donations, any blurbs, anything you want to plug. Now's a great time for that.
Take a moment.
Absolutely do, now that I've managed to stop myself from laughing into unconsciousnness. Y'all, just to recap, we are now at $5,110 raised for Transgender Law Center.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you all so much.
That's incredible. Some of the folks who have been helping us get there, we had $10 in from Sin Spitter X. True Skyrim fact. It doesn't matter if you pick Team Edward or Team Jacob, the final boss will be Nicolas Cage, no matter what.
No, the dragons are...
I have no evidence to the contrary, so I'm forced to believe that.
No,
A $5 donation
No,
a $5 donation that came in from All Terrain Horse.
You'll have to speak up.
Really good. That was really good.
Yeah, that was very good.
Does it come in 4-hoof drive?
Those didn't move.
There we
That's
go.
the problem.
I know.
Hovercraft.
Anyway, there's our level up. I'm gonna level up my stamina again. Gonna level up one-handed again. Perfect. Now we just gotta get out of here. And there is a bit of RNG. There are a lot of tight spaces here, and the Thalmor can show up in some very unfortunate spots. I think we might be okay with this one. Yep, we're good. So use another wizard around here somewhere. Oh, Jasura's here. And you are in my way. Get out of my way. Okay. Thank you. Very, very considerate of the Thalmor there.
Yeah.
Alright, we've made it to the Ratway. Something fun that can happen sometimes is the Thalmor make it into the Ratway and then they fight with the Thieves Guild and it's a whole thing. Didn't happen this time, but it's fun when it does.
Hey, MD.
So,
Why is it called the Ratway?
I don't know. Why is it called the Ratway?
No, I legitimately don't know. That's why I was
Oh.
asking.
Oh, okay. I don't know either.
Well, I think it's just a... I think lore-wise, it's just, you know, it's a slum of Riften, and it's just where it's like, oh, that's where the rats are.
Okay, good. We
I
didn't get
guess.
that RNG there. So there is someone who's allied with the Thalmor who was waiting for us right outside, but I managed to get to the map before they aggroed, and so we didn't have to kill them and waste a whole bunch of time before we got here to Markarth. So now that we have gotten here to Markarth, and now that I am level 3, you get to see the main movement loop for much of the rest of the run. What I do is I whirlwind sprint, and I start running. And because I leveled up my stamina twice, I have just enough stamina so that when I sprint, when my stamina runs out, my whirlwind sprint shout has then recharged. And so I can whirlwind sprint again, wait an hour, whirlwind sprint, sprint until it's done. And then that's basically our way of traveling really, really long distances. So what we are doing here is we are taking Esbern on a bit of a field trip. We were supposed to take Esbern directly back to Delphine, but we're not going to do that yet, because we don't want to advance the plot in that fashion. Instead, we are going to take Esbern to the Karspire early. Whoops, I completely missed there. The reason why is because right around here, there are a couple of boss-level dragons that would spawn if we were to advance the plot, and I want to fight those, because I am only level 3 right now, and that would take a very, very long time to do, so we're going to bring Esbern here early, and then we get to skip all that. Seems like there is a dragon. Huh, interesting. That does happen sometimes. Usually that spawns like way, way further back. I'm very happy I was able to wait there. Oftentimes that can be a fake wait, but it wasn't. So we're just going to run through the Karspire. Now, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to take Esbern and Delphine here, and then they basically solve all the puzzles for you. But with the power of parkour, we can just skip all that. Gonna jump up here.
So jump on the pillar.
Yep.
And
there.
Jumping up here, and then you jump on the bush.
This is my least favorite bush in the entire game because it's so inconsistent, and you have to get fairly precise, and that actually, I think, got it. Yep. All right, nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
No, I was out of the woods
Hey.
there.
We're good.
Once you get up there, you're basically done. It looks like I didn't aggro anyone either, so that was basically it. Alright, so now we're going to head back to Ustengrad because our field trip with Esbern isn't quite done yet. See, what we'd have to do a bit later on is we would have to go grab an Elder Scroll. And so we're just going to do that now. Now, we used to have to go to a different dungeon. I am blanking on which dungeon we used to go through. But Jackson Cannon, one of our folks who has been really critical in routing this to where it is right now, discovered that it's actually faster to go to Ustengrav, go to Mazinka left, and then go through that to get to the Elder Scrolls. So that's where we're going to go. I got some rocks here. Should be going this way. Yep.
While
There
we're
are-
making our way over here, is there anything we may be able to share?
Yeah, I was just noticing that we just crossed $5,500
Wow. Oh my
What?
goodness.
$5,530
Oh my goodness.
for Transgender Law Center. Holy moly!
Thank you all so much. That is
Oh, wow.
incredible. Alright, so we are here at Mazinka left. We aggroed a bunch of folks outside, so we're just going to take that ball there and we're just going to head inside. Gonna roll over and sprint a couple times in here. Then we're just gonna run. Got a whole bunch of running through this dungeon. Dodge those folks. Hopefully my stamina runs out exactly when I want it to, and there is a bit of an RNG with a roll and sprint and a wait at the bottom here. I have gotten that sometimes in practice, but not always. Yes, I got it. Alright, nice. So, now you are about to find out why I kept stealing all that wine. See, there are a whole bunch of enemies throughout this entire dungeon, and so I can't really wait very often. And so I can't regain my stamina the way I have been so far. But the thing about wine is that wine restores your stamina. And so I'm
What?
gonna favor
I have
this.
not had
Yep.
this experience
Oh
personally.
my god!
Yep. Wine restores your stamina. So I'm going to bind wine to some hotkeys here. And then we're just going to traipse drunkenly through Mazinka left here with all these dwarven constructs trying to kill us. And that's going to be our source of stamina for a bit. This part of the run is another difficult part. Not too bad, but there's a chance I can die here if things don't go exactly correct. You can see those dwarven constructs do not mess around. Grab this lever here.
Yes, of all of the things you have seen so far in this game, this is the one you should least try at home.
Yeah, don't try this at home. There is a wait here I need to spam for. Perfect, got it. Now we're in the lower section. We get to meet up with the Falmer, who are elves who have been twisted. Now they look like that. Just gonna skip a whole bunch of combat there. Wait
These are some
here.
wise elves. They also got some loincloths.
Yeah, they sure do. They look just like me, for real.
Probably can't light them on fire either.
I probably could. Anyway, so gonna wait here. This would be the end boss of the dungeon, but we're just gonna skip right back. Oh, Falmer followed me here. That's new. Anyway, since we got the stuff from... Oops, that can happen sometimes. Anyway, since we got the stuff from Septimus, we can just head right in here to Blackreach. Blackreach is definitely one of the parts of the game that Bethesda put a lot of effort in to make really, really pretty. And we are going to get a little bit of a tour of Blackreach, using our method of sprinting as we head to the Tower of Mazark. There's our giant friend, very, very friendly giant, who's just kind of down here. And I did not manage my stamina very well, so we're going to have to jump for a bit. There we go. And while we're on our way to the Tower of Mazark, shout if you have any donations.
Yeah, you bet I do. Let's take a $130 donation that came in from Derek MK. Unbelievably proud of everyone involved with putting this event on and accomplishing so much. Let's push it even further, and we
Yes.
absolutely have been. a $100 donation that came in, pardon, from Wolf Prince. The extent of my Skyrim knowledge is the time my roommate started screaming because she accidentally punched a bear. So don't do that, probably. Wolf Prince, you may have missed this earlier. There are no bears in Skyrim.
Nope,
There's
no
also
bears.
Yeah.
there's no petting in Skyrim. There may or may not be pants in Skyrim, but there sure is a lot of wine in Skyrim. And if we did not just do that dungeon in the most dwarven way possible, I don't know what that was. $10 from Anonymous for a GDQ raid dono. Thank you so much for sending that our way. And also, remember, while you're putting in these donations, we do have some incentives and some bid wars open. We are still working to get the Divinity Original Sin character named. That is currently open. Checking on where we are at there. I had that document and I can't find it now, so we'll come back to it in a moment. But exclamation point donate in the chat brings you to that donation link. You have multiple options to choose from. I want to call it Divinity because that is our next run, so make sure you're getting that in, and I'll have more updates for you a little bit later on.
Nice. Thank you all so much. Anyway, if you play this game casually, you saw a puzzle there that tripped up a lot of folks. The puzzle's actually fairly simple. If you want to like save the mod and just watch it later, that sequence is always the same for solving that puzzle. Anyway, Esbern and Delphine are going to have some dialogue there. We're just going to head outside and just kind of let them have their dialogue, wait a bit, and then head back inside. This is a strat that's used throughout the run where you just kind of go through a door and it skips a whole bunch of dialogue. You all saw it earlier. Perfect. I waited just the right amount of time. Gonna wait for the next quest prompt. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong place. There we go. And now because we brought Esbern here earlier, we can just go straight to Cloud Ruler Temple. Oh, we have to wait a bit there. Sorry,
Where would you say this?
Temple.
Where would you say this bush ranks on your list of favorite bushes in Skyrim?
I was hoping we'd come back to this.
That bush, I'm okay with that bush. It has not gotten in my way, so, you know, it's just it's a bush. It's not annoyed me, so can't complain, really.
This is going to be the sequel to that Rivers of Skyrim video, is ranking all the bushes.
Yes, exactly. Which bush is the best bush in Skyrim? Not that one. That we encountered in Karspire. Alright. So here in Skyhaven Temple, we have, not Cloud Ruler Temple, it's Oblivion. Skyhaven Temple, we have one of the best weapons for speedrunning, and that is Dragon Bane. That makes you do extra damage to dragons, which is very, very useful, because that's actually most of the fighting we do. Got a whole bunch of dialogue here, while Esper and Delphine are in a cutscene.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Goodbye.
It is amazing.
I'm amazed.
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific. Remember, this is where they recorded all.
While we're being amazed, Shout, is there anything you'd want to maybe chime in on donation-wise?
Yeah, just, again, catching up on some of those amazing donations that we had. The one that put us over 5.5K, that was a $420 donation that came in from the 5th Matt.
Right.
Heyo, shout out to Trans Rights. I missed some of the earlier runs this event. Looking forward to checking out the VODs. Thank you so much for that. And we are at $5,530 raised so far for Transgender Law Center. This is incredible.
This is amazing. And yes, of course, trans rights. So there we basically found out that, so we skipped the opening cutscene, because it's long. But in the opening cutscene, we were saved by a dragon, and basically there's this whole prophecy around that dragon, and we just learned that prophecy.
You've retrieved the horn. You are ready.
So now that we have gotten the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from Delphine a while back, we had this whole quest we did before we got sidetracked with the blades. And they're going to teach us the final shout of unrelenting force. The trademark shout of this game. Gonna pick that up.
Footrest, duh.
Duh. And now that we have learned Fusrada, the Greybeard's going to yell at me a bunch, and so shout. Now is another great time during this cutscene to plug anything you'd like.
All right, I do, like I said, want to catch up on some of those incentives and bid wars that we have open. So, the Divinity Original Sin character name, we actually only have one entry on the list so far at the moment. $10 is holding down Cassie, C-A-S-S-I, as the name for that character. That will need to be picked at the start of the run coming up here in a little under an hour. And this is actually going to be the top 2 choices that win. We've only got one right now. So you can donate as little as $1 to Transgender Law Center. Select that incentive with your donation and get your choice added. Please get that in. Also, a couple of targets that we're looking to hit right now. Oh, never mind. The second target is met.
What?
Pump it up, Phoenix.
Nice.
The bonus boss target.
Awesome.
Yo!
That's blown out of the water. I didn't even notice. Okay, cool. That is done and dusted. In that case, just one target we're looking to meet. The Sayonara Mario World 2 category upgrade. We need a little under $60 for that. So again, exclamation point donate in the chat. If you're watching on the Twitch channel, just scroll down a little bit to that big donate picture, take you straight to the link, and get those donations in, please.
I cannot emphasize how much you are going to want this to be a 100% race of Sio 2. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
so
yes.
hype.
I'm not sure what Margot has wrought, but I'm looking forward to seeing someone else have to deal with it.
Pain.
Perfect.
Alright, gonna wait here for a bit, because I am waiting for some more words to appear on the ground outside. There we go. So basically why I waited there is because if I don't wait, then Arngir puts these words on the ground one at a time, and it's very slow, but because I waited a bit there, all 3 are on the ground, and if the game will let me learn this shout that Arngir's teaching to me for plot reasons, then I can just pick it up. There we go. And with that, we can just head straight to the throne of the world, because we rode a horse up here earlier, and we don't have to deal with all the clear sky stuff. And we are going to be meeting Charles Martinet up here. Yes, the voice actor of Mario is up here at the throne of the world. As a dragon, though.
Where else would he be?
I know, right?
Who are you?
Skyrim really is such a diverse place. It has Italian
really is.
dragons.
Not until introduction. By long tradition, the elder speaks first.
I think I may have broken shout
I
with
think
that
you
one.
broke out. I think you broke it out.
Shout's broken. Oh,
I'm
well.
learning too much. The deep lore.
It's me, Parthenax.
I wasn't.
Oh, that's so good. That's one of my favorite bits of Skyrim lore. Canonical Skyrim lore. That is 100% correct. That's a fun glitch there that you do when you try and go fast here. So because I have that soul from earlier and didn't actually use it, I can just learn Fire Breath without Parthenax having to teach it to me. So I can just breathe in his face and go fast.
So, what would you
Got some
ask?
more dialogue here. And I'll explain what all this dialogue is in a bit.
You're our Hadrime, Drem,
On the subject of things not to try at home, please don't breathe fire on your friends.
No, don't do that.
Do you?
I don't think your friends will enjoy it as much as Parthenax does.
It was the camp. Which is why, if you could learn Dragon Rend from those.
Just the audio right in that spot.
Yeah, it's great. Just all that screeching happening on. And luckily we did not forget to attend any weddings. None of those have been planned, so we just get to watch this whole cutscene. So the whole reason we got the Elder Scroll is that, so we need to learn a shout called Dragon Rend in order to defeat the final boss, Alduin. The problem is, nobody knows this shout. So how are we going to learn it? Well, we're going to use an Elder Scroll to go back in time and learn it from the people who originally created it. Yes, this dragon shout in the dragon language was created by humans. And so they're going to teach it to us by just us kind of watching this fun cutscene here. And this cutscene is, of course, very, very long, so shouts. Feel free to plug anything you'd like.
So, just in case folks are just joining us, I do want to do a quick recap on what we are doing here. This is Speed4 TLC. We are raising money for Transgender Law Center. Founded in 2002, Transgender Law Center has grown into the largest trans-specific, trans-led organization in the United States. Their advocacy and precedent-setting litigation victories in areas including employment, prison conditions, education, immigration, and healthcare protect and advance the rights of transgender and gender non-conforming people across the country. Through their organizing and movement-building programs, TLC assists, informs, and empowers thousands of individual community members a year and builds towards a long-term national trans-led movement for liberation. Y'all, with your help, again, we have so far raised $5,565, and we are not done yet. Exclamation point donate in the chat to get that donation link in. Check out some of the targets and some of the bid wars that we have available while you are there. We cannot do this without you. Thank you all so much for helping us out and helping us do amazing things.
There's supposed to be an exclamation point there. Please don't put it live.
We agreed not to use it.
At least you did it on the right account this time.
Hey,
Wow.
okay, hold up now.
Wow.
Hold on.
This deserves
Shots
a rebuttal.
fired. Wait, that's a different marathon.
Suddenly I get shouted out of the channel.
But yeah, this is a really, really great hydration point. I've hydrated. Chat, make sure you all are staying hydrated. Make sure you take any bio breaks, do any self-care you need to do, because this cutscene's still going on.
One donate. Why not two donate? Red
If
donate,
one
blue donate.
If one donate's so good, why isn't there a two donate?
Very true.
Capital One donate.
Capital numbers.
Like in my brain, and it hurts. Speaking of donating, Dagger just sent in $35. No comment, but thank you so much for sending that in. That brings us closer towards hitting that category upgrade for Sayonara Mario World 2.
Nice.
We are now just a little under $25 away from getting that in and upgrading that race to 100%. So please help us make that happen. Capital One donate in the chat.
Okay, come on.
I'm broken.
We broke Shout, everyone.
They win.
I think Shout's more broken than this game is.
There are 5 lights.
Oh god. Oh no, something terrible has happened to Shout. That means Shout's in dire straits.
This is not good.
No, I am very concerned now, Shout.
I'm sorry, that was too much. I'm good. I'm here.
Okay.
Think of the hover horses. It's all good.
Anyway, we have our first boss fight coming up, and that is with Alduin, who right there is currently being sent forward in time to the very beginning of Skyrim that we missed. Now, I do have to be very, very careful here because there is a potential soft lock I can get if I save at the wrong time. So I have to be kind of careful about that. Okay, first I'm going to, let's see, Clear Skies, Dragon Rend, and Whirlwind Sprint. Map those to 1, 2, and 3. Bring out Dragonbane and... Okay, let's do that. Yell at you. Okay. Now, hopefully, if something goes haywire during this fight, that quick save will at least work. I do have a full backup save if I need to, but hopefully that should be fine. Hopefully everything will just be okay. It's fine. So Alduin is a bit tough because, again, I can't really align myself well with the space. Anyway, now you're going to learn why we picked up all the cheese. Cheese is actually a very helpful healing item. Not great, but it can do in a pinch, because I do want to save my healing potions if I can. Okay, got that.
about to tell me that dragons were lactose intolerant.
We should not be able to take off now. That is good. Oh, that was a very good park connection.
Snap time.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was solid. So I'm going to skip some dialogue by heading to High Hrothgar. Then I'm going to head back. And then we get to talk to Parthenax again.
I have some very important news. You can type in the chat one donate and get exactly what you need now.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Perfect.
That's such a flex. I'm sorry.
I also have a quick update. We have just hit the Sayonara Mario World 2 upgrade.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's
Thank you all so
amazing.
much.
Chan for
you
the
so
$25
much.
that put us over the line.
You are not going to regret that. That is going to be an amazing race.
Yeah, I am so hyped for that later on. So anyway, we defeated Alduin, sort of, not completely. Alduin kind of went off to Aetherius, the afterlife, and so we have to go defeat him there. But we can't just kind of go to the afterlife. In order to get there, we have to trap a dragon in the Jarl's palace. And the Jarl doesn't really like that because there's kind of a big civil war going on. And so we kind of have to draft a ceasefire agreement, and if we do that, then the Jarl will be okay, and then we can trap dragon in the palace. So this is kind of where we get into the politics part of the run. Yes, there is politics in the speed run. There's Lydia. Everyone say hi and then bye to Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. Bye, Lydia.
Bye, Lydia.
Bye, Lydia.
She just wanted to carry our burdens, but not right now.
No, maybe later.
Really, it's just a bunch of wiring at this point.
Is that a
Exactly.
euphemism, or are we talking about the cheese?
Definitely
she
the
does
cheese.
literally, yeah,
Okay.
literally. Actually, I did eat all the cheese, so no more cheese unless we.
I
grab
mean,
some.
she could, yeah, like she could be your cheese lackey if you really wanted to.
No,
Yeah,
cheese-free
if I
run.
wanted her to be.
I feared as much. We are not warriors. You misunderstand our... I see. Partner, even the great... We will see if they still remember us.
So the gray birds, gray beards, a bit hesitant to, host a whole summit at their place, but
Citizen.
they seem to be the most neutral party. Oh, I have to sneak. All right, I'm gonna just take your bow right out of you, and then you'll take me exactly where I need to go. And equip whirlwind sprint. Oh, that was. I must have pressed the wrong button there.
Do you have some
All right,
reason
so
to be
this was General Tullius. He was at Helgen, but we skipped all of that.
Why don't you...
And so we kind of have to
I'm telling you.
bring him to
Speak with
Planning an
the
attack.
a
Greybeard.
peace summit, even though he tried to behead
Why?
us.
There's nothing. They are again.
'Cause plot
My
reasons.
job is to quell this.
Now, the fun thing about all this
Yes.
dialogue is that
Maybe
you're kind of
saying
guaranteed
try.
to do it
Ain't say so.
successfully.
That's not what my
I
scouts
definitely
do.
pressed the button for whirlwind sprint. Anyway,
If it's arms or arm.
now we have to talk to Ulfric Stormcloak. Now, it does take quite a bit to get into the palace, because it's like all the way over there, so we're, just like Solitude, going to have a guard escort us there by committing crimes. There is a bit of RNG here with where the guard can be. There you are.
It's no secret the Aretino boys.
I just successfully pickpocketed that guard's shield right off his back.
Wow.
That's great.
So,
That's
to
excellent.
clarify, in order to travel fast in Skyrim, you need to commit crimes poorly.
Yes. The Dovahkiin is kind of a jerk in this run. Bumping into folks, stealing everything, pickpocketing folks.
I remember you. You are. I'm sorry.
Wow,
to hear
look at
that.
all that
It's
cheese.
about time.
I know, right?
Oh no!
I have the.
Don't
It's
say
kind
it.
of slow to grab it, so we're not
I
gonna.
can't afford. Good.
Ah,
I
I know.
doubt the Empire.
The only
Yes.
thing saving that
I'll
cheese
give
right now.
Tullius one more chance.
I mean, chat, if you want to add some
Yeah.
cheddar to this run, you can type !donate or one donate or two donate in the chat to donate some more towards Transgender Law Center. I do encourage you to do that if you have the means.
That was beautiful, Big Law.
Well phrased.
It-
Well phrased.
No notes.
10 out of 10. Alright, looks like the Stormcloaks have arrived. Sometimes they can actually block me from entering the door because only one person can go through a door at a time in Skyrim. It's weird. Now, there is a fun dialogue skip here that you can do. Again, this is part of the dilemma of what exactly is a glitch. Because of kind of how this works, we allow this in the run. So basically, I just have to kind of stay here in this menu until a certain point.
Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Peace? They're not... But take your seat at the
I'm
council
glad
table.
And that was a dialogue skip. We basically skipped the first decision of the Peace Summit. There are 3 decisions. The second one will be coming up in quite a while, so we've got a long time to just kind of chill here. So, Shout, you got anything?
Just again, recapping, we are so far, it's just amazing, $5,590 raised so far for Transgender Law Center. This is, y'all, this is,
We represent the Emperor.
I'm staggered.
This is incredible.
Sorry, sir.
Shout is staggered. It's almost like I wanted to speed up his dialogue.
We proceed?
I mean, I would tell you about targets that we have open, but you met them all. The targets are all hits.
The only reason
We are still, however, looking to get those names in for the Divinity Original Sin characters. As a reminder, we need to have that done before that run starts, so you've got on the order of half an hour for that. We have Cassie in at $10. We are going to need 2 names, so with as little as a $1 donation, you could get another name added to that list. Whatever you would like to be there. You could call it Cheese. You could call it Hoverhorse. You could give us the bear that has been missing apparently from the run. It's up to you. Exclamation point donate or 1 donate in the chat. We'll get you the link you need. Select that choice on your way in. Leave your selection in your donation comment, and we will get that added before this next run.
Yep, that Divinity run is coming up right after this one, so you only have until the end of this run to get donations in, names, all that stuff. So definitely start thinking about names and getting those in.
The negotiations.
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing.
I have to respect any games community that like recognizes that this might be a glitch, but it's really useful. So we're just gonna pretend it's not a glitch for the purposes of
Exactly.
our own piece.
There's one more of those coming up that we allow in Glitchless main quest that, you know, I feel kind of about, but we allow it, so we do it.
Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us.
I see we've entered the idle camera spin section of the run.
This is one of my favorite things that happens during this council.
I'm sure
Listen, it's never too late to return to the elemental loincloth.
I'm just imagining us sitting there with nothing but our wine and our cheese.
General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to the...
Oh, I'm stuck here. I can't press the inventory button. Darn.
Oh no.
Enough.
I guess we have to have clothes for this.
This council wasn't my idea.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I think it's a waste of time.
Just
You
wanted
are
a little
traitor to the
cheddary
Empire
snack.
And
I
deserve
know.
a traitor's death. But I at least
We only have
negotiate
empty mugs
with
here.
faith.
We can't even hydrate.
Since we're all here at your... The rift would help secure our
I
communications.
mean, I've got a mug here. It actually kind of matches the mugs they've got there. That's fun. Also, I'm holding it like a regular cup for some reason.
Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk.
Also want to call it, we have hit $5,600
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
Thank
with
you
a
all
$10
so much.
donation that just came in from Mountain Goth Mom. My favorite Skyrim fact is that it was made especially for my birthday.
Oh.
That's amazing.
11-11-11.
You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands.
Wait a minute, I know that voice.
Selfish ambition. Soon enough,
the guy from Battlestar Galactica?
I think it is. Yes.
And then he was the security guard on the Citadel in Mass Effect 2.
Stop.
This appears to be Michael Hogan.
That's his name.
Yep.
Here you sit arguing about nothing.
And that, of course, is the late Maxwell von Sydow.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so,
Yeah,
I
Michael
advise
Hogan,
you
known
tell
for
him to watch
hit
his
media properties such as the Peanut Butter Solution and
I advise you
Snowmageddon.
vote to listen to what he has to say before you
Don't you understand the
I'm not gonna pick on somebody who has an
understand what the return
IMDb
of the
page for
dragons
whatever
means?
is on there. Like,
Aldrin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls.
Do you think he
of
leads with
fallen
that, or do you
ones.
think he leads with Skyrim?
He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside?
That's a tough
I think he just leads with, I've done some real nerdy stuff. What do you want to know about?
I don't know about the end of the world.
like when they're at
This
conventions and they have that
dragon
picture on the
situation
banner
has
behind them that's like the
If
things
this
they're
truth
known
will
for.
help
What
Yep.
goes up
Dragonborn
there?
here put an end to that
Definitely
business.
the peanut butter solution.
Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know
I'm
as
trying
well
to
as I do
imagine
that
what
we
that
can't
could
hand
be
over
about.
Markarth on these terms.
Do I want to know?
No, I think it's better left to the imagination.
I'm listening.
Okay,
We want
good. Because
compensation
I can
for
imagine
massacre
some
at Kirk
things.
Cleaston.
You slaughtered the very people you
The IMDb description is far beyond what you could possibly imagine.
Oh boy.
No. If that's getting read out, somebody needs to donate it.
Okay.
As little as $1 can teach us about the peanut butter solution.
All right, I'll send it to you, Shout, and then you can read it out at the
Yes.
pleasure of the donators.
Yes.
I suppose that's
Let's
the fair
let's donate the
deal.
peanut butter solution.
It seems we may have an agreement.
What?
Jarl Ulfric
Oh boy.
players
That is a
are the
reaction.
terms currently on the table.
That is
Y'all,
a
you're gonna miss
reaction.
out. You're gonna miss out. We're gonna need to add like 3, 4, and 5 donate to chat in order to get this in.
Was not
Before Silverfrost
prepared.
will become the Jarl of Markarth. Stormcloaks will withdraw
Just hearing
from
Shout go,
the rift,
what?
allowing Imperial unhindered access.
I just wanted to know whether the problem was with the peanut butter or whether the peanut butter was part of fixing it, and now I do, and I can't go back.
Oh boy.
Stormcloaks will pay appropriate
Oh,
compensation
Shout
for
knows
the
things
return.
now, and I'm just here watching this all unfold, and this is much more boring.
You both agree to this?
The sons
I
of
need to
the
know now.
Any-
Please donate, chat.
Any dollar amount, please.
Please,
yes.
I need to know.
What about you, Ellison?
The
Are these
suspense.
terms to your liking?
Do it for us.
Speak. I'm sure General
And the Transgender Law Center.
bidding.
Yes.
That's it. Please, these politics are so boring. Tell us about peanut butter.
This is exactly what I would be doing if I were sitting in this conference in real life, would just be browsing random IMDb's on my phone.
Oh, 100% same. I'd just be like,
Appreciate your loyalty.
yeah, I'll friction
Oh,
compensate.
Balgruff, what are you doing? I'm looking at the peanut butter solution.
Until the dragon menaces
I mean, they didn't even bring snacks. What do they expect?
there will be a reckoning.
There's empty cups. You could, like, chew on them. I don't know.
You have a lot of work.
I'm not sure you can eat these cups, sadly.
Meeting has been going on so long.
Justice
We're
demands.
chewing.
I've started eating this flagon.
Look, the Greybeards did not bring refreshments. That was very rude of them. They clearly do not know how to hold a council.
Very likely.
So what could we do?
Jarl Balgruff, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
Okay, good. I did learn the dragon's name. I have left here without learning that before, and it's annoying. Okay. So, now that we have held a peace council, we can finally trap the dragon. Gotta avoid Lydia again. We can finally trap the dragon in Dragon's Reach. So named because it's meant to trap dragons. And then that dragon's gonna take us to the portal to the afterlife, basically. Now, this can glitch, potentially. Where the game just doesn't register that I've done that. But hopefully, things won't get awkward. The Jarl has fun dialogue if you wait too long. But it looks like we are on track.
I got a donation.
Rip
If we
that
got
guy.
a minute.
We got
Oh,
a minute.
yes.
I had a $1 donation in from Victorian Kestrel. Okay, tell us about peanut butter. Name the character Peanut Butter 2. So I guess now our other character name is Peanut Butter, but to follow up, peanut butter apparently is the secret ingredient for magic potions made by two friendly ghosts. 11-year-old Michael loses all of his hair when he gets a fright and uses the potion to get his hair back.
What?
Yes! Peanut butter was the real hair serum all along.
I could fly you there.
I mean, look, I might not have much hair as y'all can see on stream, but I'm not using peanut butter to solve this problem.
You same.
I mean, you could be spending hundreds of dollars on Rogaine when you could just spend $5 on a bottle of peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Anyway, here I'm about to skip a cutscene here. Oh, I did not skip the cutscene successfully. Oh well. I blame the peanut butter.
As you should.
I know it's.
Skyrim
I'm not
is a
using
story
peanut butter
about
for
man's
this.
war against peanut butter.
This is as far.
Yeah, let's make sure I do have the proper thing. So this is Skulldolphin. This is one of the other kind of dicey parts of the run. Basically, you see those rocks there? I'm gonna climb them, but there's a lot of like jumping involved, and there's a dragon that's gonna appear shortly and breathe a lot of fire on me, and I won't be able to see where I'm going. So that's why this is kind of difficult. Yeah, there's the dragon. That dragon's supposed to normally meet you at the gates, but it spotted me over here. Yep, totally cannot see where I'm going right now. But it looks like we've got past the dicier parts of this section. Maybe not, who knows. That's my objective over there. Not going up.
If you don't know, the dragon's trying to say naked, 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 but doesn't know that.
In the dragon tongue, yes.
Yeah.
There we go, okay. Okay, good. We made it past this portion. Now we got another dicey portion. Well, that dragon's still breathing, isn't he? This is why I got these potions. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
That skip right there a bit dicey, because if you fall too far, then there's invisible walls and like you can't get back. But yes, we have made it to the portal to the afterlife, Aetherius, or Sovngarde, if you happen to be a Nord who is particularly heroic. And that's where we will do the final Alduin fight. Now, the thing about Sovngarde is that you actually cannot wait in Sovngarde, and so our wine is going to come in handy once again.
Let's go.
I'm glad we stocked up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, yeah, unlimited wine in the afterlife is honestly very canonical for the Nords.
Oh yeah, that's like the whole meaning.
Yeah. When you walk into heaven and they hand you a glass of wine and a tray of cheese and peanut butter.
Wow,
Not only will you
and
party,
a full
but
head
you'll
of hair.
That's how I know.
We have learned things today during this run.
I died, went to heaven, and I came back looking like John Travolta. This is amazing.
I have peanut butter and hair. This is too good.
Oh, it's been a great day for everyone. So here we have a bit of a mini-boss fight, and that is Tsun. I have actually died to Tsun before, so I have to be kind of careful, and I also have to equip Fire Breath. That's going to help me out a bit. Going to quick save here. Actually, I should not be using that on him. Okay, there we go. You can actually re-aggro Tsun. I have done that before. Oh, I got fine. What am I doing? So here's the meat hall. Inside the meat hall are those three heroes that we met when we went back in time. They are here in the meat hall where they've been for like several thousand years, basically waiting for me to show up and tell them, guess what, it's time. There they are.
Far you travel, your trials long to taste some.
We're going to do a bit more door shenanigans here. Just to kind of skip like a whole bunch of really long heroic speeches and skip them running all the way down there. Am I out of wine? No, I'm not. Okay, this should be enough wine for us to be able to do what we gotta do. Oh, that was the wrong shot entirely. Whoops.
Just as a heads up for Restreamer, we will be coming up on time relatively soon.
Yes. Yep, time is when I get the final hit on Alduin, which is coming up shortly. Alright, we drunk all the wine, unfortunately.
My cup, it runneth empty.
Clear skies! Come find our ship!
Wait, this is the bad place.
Again!
And then make sure Dragon Run gets equipped, because I have equipped the wrong shout here before. And that makes things take a very long time. But you're not ready to be bumped yet. We have to do this thing.
That's it.
Stand fast! His
Again!
Okay, Dragon Run is definitely equipped. Now, hopefully Alduin comes along this way, because otherwise he tends to get distracted. Where are you? Oh, yep, he got distracted. Nice, got him. Alright, hopefully this fight is fairly straightforward. Come on, Alduin, take damage. There we go. And this is where Dragonbane really comes in handy. And time! Sorry about that was so quick.
GG.
Alright.
GG.
Very solid Alduin 2 fight there. Yeah, exactly. Alduin's gonna be big and epic and heroic and... Ooh, what's that? Another soul's over there. But yeah, that was Skyrim Glitchless main quests. Thank you all so much for giving me a chance to show off this run. Thank you all very much for getting us to over $5,600 for Transgender Law Center. A couple shoutouts I would like to give. Of course, big shout out to my commentators here, BD, Big Law, and of course Game and Shout for vibing. Big shout out to Pekanen as well as Kronos, who did a lot of the routing for this. Also Lilu, who did a lot of the routing and optimization as well. If you would like to learn how to do Glitchless main quest, this is actually not super difficult of a run. There are some difficult portions that get a bit dicey, but compared to many other runs, it's actually not that bad. And we have all sorts of guides in our Discord you can get to from speedrun.com. Now, if any of you folks would like to find me, we do, of course, have that shout-out that's right there in chat. You can find me at twitch.tv/musical_daredevil. In addition to that, I also run the Twitch and live stream and video production department for the Washington Metropolitan Gamer Symphony Orchestra, WMGSO. You can check us out at twitch.tv/WMGSO, especially on March 22nd, when we have a choir concert coming up that I will be singing in. So definitely check that out. That's it for me. Any of you other folks have anything else?
Yeah, just before we hop off, did we want to check the statistics and see how long this run actually took?
Oh, yes.
So I think that'd be under general stats, just above.
Oh, yeah, general stats. Days past
18.
Huh. Not even a month.
Hours slept 0.
Gallons of wine consumed.
Hours waiting 81. That's great. Anyway, thank you all so much, and get hyped for our next run of Divinity.